I got a problem. I got a strange addiction. Somebody help me. I need an intervention. It ain't alcohol or weed. There's just one thing that I need. I got an addiction to fruit trees. I got an addiction to fruit trees. I take a persimmon to please. Hey, the next one I'm getting jujube. Thanks, family. Just wanted to give a quick update on the Moringa. This is one of the ones that we planted in the soup box. So this is how it's looking now. And here's another one. This one is kind of drooping over. I'm trying to see if I can get it to stand back up. Here's another one. This is, it grew kind of crooked, but it still looks real strong. And I've got two other ones inside. I'll show you real quick. Here's one. And the other one is right here. This is the other one. So I'm actually, today is March 24th. I did one yesterday. I didn't record it, but I'm gonna record this one today. I'm gonna go ahead and put this outside. You know, it may or may not make it because of the weather, but I know that if you don't disturb the roots too much, Moringa can be really resilient. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant it. You know, it may be a mistake, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. Just briefly too, I think the next thing that's gonna go out is my sugar cane. It seems to be doing pretty good. And these are the potato sprouts. This is one that I sprouted. This is another one. This one got huge. And then here's another one. That's another sprout from this potato. So these are some of the potatoes that I'll be planting in one of my next videos. But I'm gonna go ahead and do this moringa and I'm gonna take you out with me. All right, if you look at this right here, that's the moringa that was in the container. It doesn't look that big, but it was the same size as the other one. And so what I did was I put it in here, and I planted two just moringa seeds. I just dropped two seeds, husk and all, about 2 inches down into this area on the inside. I just want to see how they do. And what I did with this one, this container here, I covered it last night, you know, just to keep it from getting too cold. And, you know, as it gets, you know, I'd say used to being out here, then I'll stop covering it and just see if it can thrive on its own. So we're gonna go to, this little area here was where I had one of my peach trees before I moved it to a container. And my plan was to also put strawberries in there, which I still am. I'm still gonna put strawberries in these little areas. Let's go to my other one. So this is the other little box that had the other peach tree in. We're gonna go ahead and do the same thing. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I did. So we'll go right here in the middle and just peel all this stuff back. Peel it back, peel it back, peel it back. And I mean, this soil is, if you look at it, it's rich, like these wood chips, and here's a worm too. I hope I didn't injure him. Let's just sit him in the container for now, and he'll find his way back to where he wants. You can see like the So many worms in here, man. You can see the fungal growth in here as well. So this is good stuff. So if it's gonna thrive anywhere, it'll definitely thrive here. So I'm gonna dig a little bit more. I hope you can see that I'm trying to do this with one hand. My camera lady is, I think she's taking the day off. What I'm putting down at the bottom is some biochar. Sitting that in the bottom. And then I'm going to put on top of that some composted manure. Not a whole lot, but just some. And then the little container. So what I want to do, or what I did yesterday, let me dig this a little bit deeper. All right, put my char back. And I know the char is a little big, so we'll just call it charged charcoal as opposed to biochar, because I guess technically biochar is supposed to be smaller than that. And most of mine is. It's just that one is just not. I'm trying to do this with one hand, family, so just bear with me. I'm just gonna pack this in. Pack it in. There's still some kitchen scraps that the worms were working on. Pack it in, pack it in. I'm gonna put this down for a second because I want to lift up this moringa and kind of put some soil around it to keep it from, to kind of stand it up right. Give me 1 second. All right, so this is what we're looking like. Basically just filled it up with the soil and then put the mulch around it. And it's raining, it's been raining and it's drizzling right now. So I'm not really worried about watering it in, but I will give it some of this, what we like to call super juice. And that's it, that's it. Now, I know that a lot of people feel like it's probably not a good idea to have the moringa outside in my zone. And you may be right. You may be absolutely correct. But, I wouldn't be me if I didn't experiment. That's just what I like to do. And if it doesn't work out, it's cool. I have, the other moringa inside, and I will be potting at least one up and keeping it indoors. But if I can get this to work outside, then that'll be cool as well. So we'll see. I'll keep you all posted, and hopefully this will work out. All right, family, peace. One more thing before I go, just to kind of, elaborate on the resilience of moringa. This was one that I planted last year, and like I said, see, you can see it too. So I planted this last year, and it was at the end of summer, like it was early fall. Actually, it was in September of last year that I planted it, and it got as big as my forearm. There was leaves coming off and things like that, and then of course the cold came and it died back. I wasn't sure if this was alive or not, but I know that I pulled this up. This was yesterday because I thought that it was dead. And I pulled it up because I was going to put something else here, but then I saw the root, and the root was actually very much alive. So I don't know if it'll make it, but I believe in giving chances. So I'm going to just put it back and leave it here and see what it does. So the whole thing with the other moringa that I'm planting, I'm thinking that if, with me getting it into the ground early enough, because like I said, it was like September when I planted the other ones. Me getting it into the ground early enough, would give it more of a chance to acclimate and survive ultimately. So fingers crossed. All right, peace for real.